B-side is just trash. It's just garbage.
Oh, really?
And on a jukebox, like everything is kind of randomized, so it's popping up. So you don't want stuff to come up that you don't want to listen to.
Well, so from Staring at the Sea, how did you end up at Disintegration? What was the path?
Well, that's what I was going to bring up is we were buying 45s, and I bought the Just Like Heaven 45.
Yeah.
I think that led to the cassette of Walk, and then it really led up to Disintegration. Like Kiss Me, I loved, but I couldn't love it because of that freaking saxophone. Like, every once in a while.
Oh, you're a saxophone hater?
It's jazzy.
Come on, it's cool.
It's great, in a night like this. Obviously, it works.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh yeah.
But the 80s had a massive problem with freaking saxophones.
I'll admit that the 80s overused saxophone in general, for sure.
Yeah. To the point where there's nothing with a saxophone on it anymore. Like,
yeah,
the 80s was the last word on saxophone in popular music.
A little while ago, there was that M83 record, Hurry Up, We're Dreaming, that Midnight City song. And that had like a sax solo because it's kind of an 80s throwback record,
I was going to say, I don't even count that because it was such an homage.
Yeah.
He had to do that.
Yeah, it's great. But I feel like there's making slow comebacks. There's a saxophone on our new record.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. But it's mostly trumpet.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, you're saying after Just Like Heaven, you became a big fan and you were just like going to buy anything they put out.
Yeah, I think because I had a sister that was 2 or 3 years younger. And
you don't know how old your sister is?
What?
You don't know how old your sister is?
I super don't know.
I'm going to guess 3 years younger.
She's the same age as my wife, so I really, really should know this.
You don't know how old your wife is.
I try not to even pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too dangerous.
Text your sister right now and ask her how old your wife is.
Well, it's 1977, but like my sister's record collection, which I would just kind of go in and steal stuff and be like, oh, yoink, I'm totally grabbing that. Like that was just, I feel like George Michael and The Cure are like, totally even for me.
Well, it's funny. I just watched that Wham documentary, and
George Michael was a cool guy. Like,
George
I'm
Michael
just
was
now
awesome.
like finding this shit out. I'm like watching these documentaries, going,
the big takeaway for me from the Wham documentary, something that I did not know previously, was that George Michael at one point was the ugly one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was the talent.
Right. Wham was only together like 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in that time, he skyrocketed from being the ugly one to the George Michael solo album with "I Want Your Sex" and
dude, that album
Faith
is solid.
And,
I realize we're talking about The Cure, but
exclusive.
Just saying.